the original cat from the EP3 K20A engine. One of the problems I had with it was these threads weren't in very good shape, and what you need to do is come in with your die set. So this is an M10 by 1.25, which is the thread of the captive studs on there. And you see this is actually a bit too long in its current form, so what I did was just take these handles off. I'll just do that, and this is what you're left with, and then you can just come in here, and then you see you can just wind this in. And it's nice to turn now because I've already done it, but what you notice is that'll clean up the thread, and I've just put some copper slip on there, and then I've bought some nylox here. I mean, you could use normal bolts or whatever. These are M10 washers, and then the M10 by 1.25 bolts. So that's it. So that should be good. I think the nylox should, I don't know what heat range they got up to, maybe I should have got normal nuts, but either way I've got some other nuts if I need them. Swapping the cat from the EP3 Civic Type R K20A2 engine. So this is the original cat going back on, and what we've done so far is we've jacked it up, and we've got it supported on two axle stands, one on the kind of chassis part on a block of wood, one on the back, and then I quite often leave the jack in place, so then it's not going to go anywhere, so we'll just leave that there where it is, and then we need to go underneath and start undoing the other cat that's in there. So when reverting back to a stock system, what you need to do is obviously take out the adapter here for the post-cat Lambda, so you don't get error codes, EML lights, and the pre-cat, and it's quite simply done. I think I'm going to leave this in there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to, using the 22mm spanner, I'm just going to undo it, and well, I'm going to have two hands on that. I'm going to undo that one, and then just wind them both out so they're hanging down. So there's the post cat and the pre-cat Lambda just tucked out the way, and then my next thing to do will be to undo these bolts here. So there's three of them round here, and then the two spring bolts, one there and the other side, which hold the actual cat on, and then I'll be left just with this rubber hanger to take off. The bolt you can see just sitting there, just only one left, and then here there's two of these spring bolts which I'm going to undo, 13 nut on the back of it, and 12mm head on the bolt, and I'm going to use the tool here to come in and take it off. So just undo those two. Now that one of the bolts is out, I'm just going to take the rubber bush or bung or whatever it is off. I've got this special tool for doing that. You just come in here, you put this one kind of stub bit on the end, and then this claw bit behind, and what it does is just kind of pushes off, at least most of the way. You're out there, and with two hands I can get that whole thing off. So now this is down, I can just take that last one out. Could have done that before as well. What's this, Andy?
Catch of the day, mate.
Catch of the day, mate. So, again, we compare them. Yeah, well, kind of saw that when I put it on. But you see, there it is. Already got the rubber.
Which is which then?
Well, this is the race cat, and this is the proper OEM cat.
What's the difference?
Well, this is race cap flows a bit better, supposedly. What I'm going to do now, the original cap, also I'm just filling, don't want that. So you just quickly, it'll give you a better seal. You can just make sure there's no huge carbon deposits here. There is a donut gasket that's fairly new there, so that's that one. And then this is the inside the garage where I cleaned up those threads, and I've already gone ahead and cleaned up that mating surface. Here's the hanger on first. I'm going to put this rear attachment to the midsection on first, because it will put the connection to the cat in a better place for from the manifold. So that's all three of these bolts started on there. Not sure if these are the ones I'm going to end up using for good, but they'll do for now. M10 by 1.25, and then I'm going to just attach it at the front now. This is a bolt that's kind of got a little bit of crap on one of its threads, and what you need to do is find out what size it is. So you have this little tool here which is full of all different sizes of thread pitch. So you've got to find the one that fits in there nicely. See if I go to the one that's before or after it, say, so that's 1.25. If I go to 1, see how it doesn't quite fit in. If we go to 1.5, it again's a bit coarse. So it needs to be more coarse than that, more fine than that. So that means that is a perfect fit. Then you need to find out what size it is. So you've got to find the one that fits, basically it. So this is an M8 by 1.25, and then this is a die. So you have a die kit here. This is from Machine Mart, that one, but you can get them from a lot of different places. So you see here it's got it's two marks there and one in the centre. So you can just put that in there, use the screwdriver supplied to do that up. Right, okay. And then you can place it in here. Now, I've made a classic mistake of putting it in backwards. It doesn't really matter, I can get to it this way around, either way. And then you can just get your spanner, and then you can just re-thread it. What you want to do is you want to tighten it in and then go backwards. It should become easier. You see, what it's doing is just taking off the burrs from the previous thread. So once you're done, it should be really easy to thread this off. I don't know why it picked up some stuff, but it did. Now, you can see that this bolt will just spin on there nicely. That's the two spring bolts in. I've gone away from using the washers and just using the bolts themselves to get more thread engagement, because they're not actually very long studs. So it turns out that will probably be good enough. To put the postcut Lambda back in, pull it out of this little boot holder, or whatever, this little rubber thing there, unwind it in your hand, and you're going to have to take it probably out this one as well, so you get a bit of slack. Place it in the hole as unwound as you can, or at least maybe 3 or 4 turns. Then what happens is you wind it up, you notice the cable starts to become kind of the right level of unwound twist, if that makes sense. And that's it. A little bit of twist is alright, that's okay. So there we go, that's tight in there. And the same goes for this one. So I'll just get the 22mm spanner on that, and then I can place these in here afterwards. And the same goes for the pre-cat. So the pre-cat here, again, it's unwound a bit, and you get it in the hole here, and then just thread it in nicely. And again, you see this little knot comes unwound. And that's pretty much it. 22mm spanner in the open end, and then I can just go ahead and do that up there. You don't need to go stupidly tight on these. Yeah, just do both those up, and then put the cable run for the post cat in this this clip here and this clip here. That's all done, all in with the cable run in. Final thing to do is get the car out of gear and start it up. It actually sounds a bit quieter when you've got that cat as opposed to the high flow cat on it, which is kind of a bonus. And then obviously take it off all the axle stands and drop it down the deck.